On October 18th, more than 7 million people in over 2,700 locations participated in nationwide and overseas No Kings protests, intended to defend democracy and oppose fascism. No Kings is a decentralized, nonpartisan, grassroots, and direct action movement. It's not an organization, it's a powerful concept, used to rally people in united coalitions to convey that functional democracies don't have monarchs. It does have organizing power behind it, though, namely the 50501 movement. 50 states, 50 protest, one movement, provides broader event coordination and digital outreach. The promoted and advertised scheduled time and location for Bloomington's No Kings rally was from 12 to 1 p.m. at 600 Northeast Street. By noon, there were thousands of people congregating around the courthouse square, lined along the sides of East Street and around downtown to attend and participate. The collective chants and cheers of thousands, coupled with drivers honking horns and passengers cheering in support out of car windows passing through the protest and by protesters, emanated from the event and could be heard downtown until nearly 2 p.m. Many local organizations, affiliates, and partners played key roles in coordination, organization, preparation, mobilization, and promotional event efforts. Participating members arrived an hour early to set up their respective committee tents, connect microphones to loudspeakers placed in the crowd to ensure audibility, prepare for upcoming speeches, and anticipate possible questions from attendees. Voices of Reason, Prairie Pride, the Illinois American Civil Liberties Union, the Unitarian Universalist Church and Social Justice Team, League of Women Voters, Not Out of Town, the Illinois Alliance for Retired Americans, the American Federation of State County Municipal Employees, and Latinos United for Change and Immigration Rights are some of the local partners that had distinct tints and identifiers specific to their associated organization to act as event overseers and officials. The co-founder of Latinos United for Change and Immigration Rights, Sonny Garcia, gave the first speech, standing on the courthouse steps. He began with a poem titled Armageddon by Nicholas Hager that contains themes of discrimination, oppression, assimilation, and unity within and among marginalized groups. In the remaining content of his speech, Garcia emphasized the importance of communal defiance of tyranny and in silence. In a follow-up interview, Garcia offered his perspective on the importance of the event and what it represents.
They're happening all over the country, and it's just a show of solidarity of millions and millions of American residents and citizens and voters who are coming together and denouncing the policies that are coming out of the current administration. It's mobilizing a lot of folks to really participate in our democracy. It's showing them, the opposition, that we are together and we're not going to bow down to their fear tactics that they're unleashing on our community, that we're going to stand up and we're going to fight.
The following speech included various Illinois State University student representatives of Prairie Pride. The speakers centered on addressing topics of suppression and student contribution, while providing informational materials and outlets on advocacy pressure and various support resources. The third and final speaker, one of the leader of Voices of Reason, Jody Slothauer, encouraged persistent action, involvement, and participation in democracy, and stressed the importance of dedication, as well as giving appreciation and support to the people and organizers that made the event possible. In an interview prior to her speech, Slothauer talks about the aim of the protest and the present supporting groups that came out.
Trying to get people to understand that a lot of people are frustrated with where it's going, and I'm trying to get people, I'm handing out things so that people to see that they're not alone. I want them to see that on videos and Facebook posts and all these afterwards, and I think this is just the tip of the iceberg.
Following the speeches, people led group songs such as This Land Is Your Land and chants of No Peace, No Tyrants, We Will Not Be Silenced. They held signs, flags, and messages above their heads, visited tents, and socialized among the crowd for the event's duration. Self-expression was a visibly common and present theme in signage, accessories, and clothing among protest-goers. Thai, a Cambodian refugee and father attending with his children as protesters, held a sign that read, "I escaped one regime, I'll resist another." He said,
"There's no need to close the borders. I understand the need to protect the country, but there's other alternatives to do such a thing." Being here felt good, mainly because if you ever feel isolated or alone, just looking out around and people who are primarily white out here supporting, which is quite reassuring that folks like me aren't alone. I think that's pretty cool.
Working the tent as a representative of the Illinois Alliance for Retired Americans and American Federation of State County Municipal Employees, Stephanie Soderstrom offers an overview of the crowd and her opinion on the turnout as a longtime protest goer.
This is the biggest one that I've seen, and I think I've been to all of them. I'm so happy because there's a spread across the board. We've seen seniors, we've seen young children, we've seen families, we've seen military. We've got a spread of everybody here. It's wonderful. Okay. What is happening right now in this country impacts every one of us. I know.
Another protester, Laura, wore an inflatable cat costume, a common theme as many different protesters dressed in either inflatable characters, animals, or costumes, masks, and representations. Laura said,
I love what's happening in Portland because what's happening in this country is so serious, and the inflatables put some light humor and saying that we're here to express ourselves but be peaceful about it and have some fun at the same time.
All attendees and interested individuals were encouraged and invited to engage with the main organizing group, Bloomington Normal 50501, on social media, Linktree, and through locally advertised upcoming events. Here, additional information on supporting partners and local groups like the Anti-Fascist Book Club can be found. The next local No Kings protest is scheduled for November 6th at noon in the same downtown area. The No Kings website serves as a platform to disseminate information, share resources, connect and coordinate ideas and actions, cover related occurrences, and provide updated information. Visit their website at nokings.org to learn more about the movement and the broader 50501 coalition, as well as the events that may hold relevant importance to individuals or groups affected by what the movement aims to absolve and bring attention to. For COM180, this is Ayana Ramryan.